Yes, today.
Today is just like any other day.
So that's what we can expect.
That's what he do.
That's what he do.
He not new to this. He's true.
Bro, my mom came for a little bit, and then she had to go back because I got brothers and sisters. And Leona stayed with me for those 3 months. I was supposed to be back in a month. She stayed with me for 3 months.
Did Travis Hunter's own mother just call out his wife and warn the world she could derail his entire NFL career? Because that's exactly the firestorm heating up online right now. Ferrante Edmonds, the same mom who's been in his corner since day one, reportedly told Travis straight up on FaceTime, "She hates you." And this isn't some random gossip. This is coming from the woman who literally packed up her life and moved states so her son could chase football dreams. The same mom who handled his NIL deals back in college and sacrificed her own path so he could shine. When a mother with that kind of track record drops a bombshell like this, fans aren't dismissing it as jealousy. They're calling it a massive red flag. But instead of listening, Travis fired back. He chose his wife's side, told his mom to step back, and flipped the whole narrative. And let's be honest, the second you put your wife against your mom before even finishing a rookie season, people start questioning who's really pulling the strings. That's the type of drama that doesn't stay at home. It follows you straight onto the field.
$1 million divorce. Mr. Hunter. 40 million. Y'all ain't been married over a motherfucking year. I told y'all that girl was gonna take that man money. And then y'all got so much controversy in saying, oh, he put his hands on her. And you know, in the NFL, they got these new rules about domestic violence and et cetera, et cetera. I can promise you to God that girl antagonized that man for so much. Did so much to him to make him finally snap. That baby, you could tell he just the sweetest little soul.
Here's the wild part. This FaceTime fallout didn't just appear out of thin air. It exploded right after divorce rumors started tearing through the internet. People swore Lanny had already filed, chasing a $40 million payout. The post spread like wildfire, and even self-proclaimed TikTok lawyers broke it down like it was a done deal. That number alone had everyone rattled. It blew up so big that Snopes had to step in and the result? Nothing. No paperwork. No filings. No receipts. But once that $40 million headline hit, the narrative stuck like glue. And then came the bombshell. Lanny herself posted a TikTok that lit the internet on fire. Fresh out the shower, hair dripping, eyes swollen from crying, with a sermon playing in the background. In her caption, she insisted it was about faith, personal struggles, and trying to rebuild herself. But trolls weren't buying it. They instantly flipped it, claiming those tears weren't about God at all. They were about her marriage falling apart. That single clip sent social media into overdrive. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Right after Travis signed that massive rookie contract, fans started connecting the dots. To them, it wasn't about emotions. It was about millions, leverage, and whether the marriage was already hanging by a thread. Overnight, what looked like a personal, emotional post was twisted into proof that she wasn't happy with Travis. And just like that, football talk got tossed straight out the window.
God gets ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a...
Now the internet's locked in on one question. Who really is Lanny? And why are so many convinced she's the one pulling the strings in this marriage? Truth is, Lanny's no stranger to online drama. Her name has been circling for years. Clips of her being flirty, dancing online, and whispers about messy old relationships. Blogs have picked apart her every move since the moment she stepped out with Travis. And one clip just won't die. Lanny in the kitchen cooking for another man. The kicker, that was only 3 years ago. Even though she and Travis were supposedly 5 years strong, that's exactly why her past keeps getting dragged back. And then there's the constant age gap chatter. Travis is 22, just stepping into the NFL spotlight, while Lanny is 23, only a year older. But the way social media talks, you'd think she was 10 years ahead of him. Some people clown Travis, saying he just bagged his first real baddie and can't let go. Others whispered that Lanny already lived her fun years and decided to settle once she hit her 30s. Not me talking, that's the exact narrative the streets keep pushing, and it got so loud that even the big names couldn't resist. Bloggers, commentators, even Tasha K herself jumped in, pointing to clips as proof that the relationship looks lopsided. She said it straight. Travis is young, fresh money, still wide-eyed in the NFL, while Lanny's older, seasoned, and knows how to play the spotlight. To fans, it feels like Travis is playing checkers while Lanny's playing chess. And in that matchup, somebody always loses big. Some fans are even flat out calling Travis DeMark, like he doesn't realize he might be Lanny's golden ticket to financial freedom. And for his mom, Ferrante, that's the alarm that won't stop ringing. But she's not alone. This is where Deion Sanders steps in. He wasn't just Travis's coach at Colorado. He's a man who's lived through the fame, the fortune, and the chaos of messy love lives. Primetime himself has been down that road twice. First with Carolyn Chambers, then Pilar Big. Both divorces messy, public, and brutal. So when Deion sat Travis down and told him straight, "Son, you better get a prenup," nobody was shocked. That wasn't shade toward Lonnie, it was hard-earned wisdom from someone who paid the price. He didn't sugarcoat a thing. It wasn't about disrespect, it was about protection. But instead of listening, Travis brushed it off like noise. He doubled down, standing firm behind Lanny as if he had something to prove. The crazier part, the more red flags people waved, the harder Travis dug in, almost daring the world to test his loyalty. Fans couldn't believe it. Because when both your Hall of Fame coach and your own mom are screaming "wake up," and you still ignore them, it looks like you're pushing away the only people who truly want the best for you. And that's why Ferrante's warning hit harder than anything else. Deion's advice carried weight, but hearing it from your mother, that changes everything. She's been in his corner from the very start, moving with him in high school, sacrificing her own life so he could shine, even managing his NIL money before the NFL came calling. Let's not forget, Travis even bought her a house to show his gratitude. So when reports dropped that Ferrante told her son point blank on a heated call that his wife was no good for him, that wasn't polite advice, that was raw, unfiltered truth from the one person who's been ride or die since day one. And fans couldn't shrug it off, because when Mama speaks, everybody listens. People say Ferrante didn't hold back at all. She told Travis, "She hates you," and warned him Lanny could destroy everything he's been working for. To fans, it didn't look like some jealous mom throwing shade. It looked like a mother trying to protect her son from blowing a $46 million rookie deal meant to set him up for life. But instead of siding with her, Travis clapped back. And the way he did it stunned everyone. Word is, he told Ferrante to stay out of it, making it clear that nobody, not even his mom, was going to come between him and his wife. That one response flipped the internet upside down. Some defended him, saying, "Of course he's going to ride for his wife. That's what a husband does. That's what a husband is supposed to do, right?" But not everyone saw it that way. To critics, this was exactly what Ferrante feared all along, that Lanny already had too much control over him. And Travis didn't stop at shutting down his mom. He doubled down in public, telling the world that his wife was being unfairly dragged online, that she didn't deserve the hate, and that his only goal was protecting her peace. But here's where the story flips. To outsiders, it didn't look like love. It looked like he was ready to risk his career and even cut off his own family just to prove a point. And NFL fans, they've seen this movie before, and it rarely has a happy ending. Patrick Mahomes dealt with it when his family drama became headline news. Antonio Brown's entire career crumbled under the weight of personal chaos. Even Russell Wilson, for a stretch, had his marriage overshadowing his actual play. That's why the red flags around Travis feel so loud. He's only 22, hasn't even finished a full season, and already the drama is bigger than his stats. Add his mom's warnings, plus him brushing off Deion Sanders' advice, and fans are asking the obvious, is Travis walking straight into the same trap? And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the internet exploded with those $40 million divorce rumors. They spread so fast that Travis made a move nobody expected. He went ghost. One day he's posting clips like normal, the next day he wipes everything. Social's gone like he never existed. At first, people thought it was about protecting his wife from the non-stop trolling because the hate had gotten vicious. Lanny was being slapped with the gold digger label, accused of scheming off his rookie deal, even turned into memes after that, crying TikTok. So maybe Travis thought disappearing was the only way to shield her, but the plan backfired. Instead of cooling things down, his silence turned up the speculation. Sports shows, podcasts, and fans couldn't stop talking. Why would a rookie go dark right when his career should be exploding? Some applauded him for putting family first. But let's be real, in today's world, silence doesn't kill rumors. It feeds them. Pretty soon the internet was debating 24/7. Was Travis protecting his peace or hiding from the truth? And the comments. Brutal. One fan wrote, "My issue with Travis Hunter is that he refuses to listen to wise people like Deion Sanders. If he won't listen to Prime, he won't listen to anybody." Another joked that he'd been warned by 70% of America, 30% of Africa, 20% of Asia, and half of Europe, and still ignored it. Basically, the whole world waved a red flag, and Travis still told everybody to kick rocks. That's how wild it got. People roasted Travis, saying he fumbled harder than anyone in NFL history. Some even joked, he's the only man who could get the entire internet to agree on something just to blow it anyway. That's how wild the perception has gotten. Of course, not every comment dragged him. A few fans tried to fact-check the circus. They pointed out the obvious. That $40 million divorce rumor doesn't even make sense. By law, Lanny couldn't even file for divorce under a year of marriage on the annulment, and no annulment is handing out $40 million. But here's the catch. Once the internet grabs a story, logic doesn't matter anymore. At the end of the day, Travis Hunter is stepping into the NFL with more people analyzing his marriage than his game tape. His mom, Ferrante Edmonds, already waved the red flag loud. And Deion Sanders, someone who's lived through messy love, money, and fame, handed him the exact blueprint to protect himself. Fans everywhere are screaming the same thing. Travis is ignoring every single warning flashing in his face. And that's the scariest part. No matter how many times he claps back or tries to silence the noise, the spotlight isn't moving. His NFL journey hasn't even truly started, and already the cracks are showing for the world to see. So, what do you think? Did Travis fumble his future before stepping on the field? Or is the internet just blowing things out of proportion? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe, because if this drama keeps spiraling, Travis might go from rising star to cautionary tale faster than anyone expected.